Welcome to the deep dive. Today, we're digging into something really practical.
Yeah, we're looking at a transcript from a YouTube video. It's from the English Pod community.
Right, called English Listening Practice for Beginners Learn English with Podcast Learn Conversational English. Quite a title.
It is, but the content is solid. Basically, it uses real-life stories to teach everyday English.
So our mission here is to pull out the key phrases, the communication tips, maybe some cultural insights too.
Exactly. We want to help you, the listener, feel, well, more confident using English in those day-to-day situations without feeling overwhelmed.
Okay, let's jump in. The video starts with something I think resonates with a lot of learners, that feeling of freezing up.
Oh, yeah, the story about Daniel at the cafe.
He just wanted to order, but then he heard that phrase, for here or to go.
And blanked.
Yeah.
It's fascinating, right? Here's someone studying in an English-speaking country, and this really common phrase just stops him in his tracks.
It really shows that gap, doesn't it? Between what you learn in a book and, well, what people actually say.
Totally. It underlines how important it is to listen to real conversations, not just textbook dialogues.
Yeah, Daniel realized that too. He figured out that listening prepares you for those unexpected bits.
And it normalizes that feeling of, wait, what?
Right.
It's okay not to catch everything first time. It's part of learning.
Definitely. Then there's Emma's story in New York, another classic misunderstanding.
Right, with 2 blocks down.
She thought it just meant walk a bit and turn.
Uh-huh. But it means pass 2 whole streets, 2 intersections.
A mistake you probably only make once.
Exactly. Those real-world stumbles, they teach you lessons that really stick, better than any textbook explanation sometimes.
So true. Misunderstandings happen. Maybe they're a bit embarrassing at the time, but they're actually super valuable learning moments.
Absolutely. Okay, so the video then gets into some really practical stuff, like ordering food.
Yeah, the waiter asks, what can I get for you? Pretty standard.
And you can reply simply, like, I'll have a burger, please.
Or maybe, can I get a salad?
Simple, clear. But what if you just didn't hear them properly?
Yeah, that happens. The key is not to panic, right?
Right. You've got phrases ready.
Like, could you repeat that, please?
That's polite.
Or a bit more casual, sorry, I didn't catch that. Both work great.
Good tools to have.
Yeah.
Then the waiter might ask something else.
Like, would you like fries with that? Another super common one.
Which just means, do you want fries? Basically.
Yeah. And simple answers, yes, please, or no, thank you.
Okay, and this connects to Anna's story, doesn't it, in the U.S.?
It does. She got confused by, would you like a drink with that?
Because she was maybe expecting, do you want something to drink?
Exactly. It's the same meaning, but the phrasing, would you like? Maybe it sounds faster or just different if you're not used to it.
And native speakers do speak fast sometimes.
And they use different ways to say the same thing. That's Anna's takeaway. You got to learn the variations. So learning different phrasings is key, even for simple things. It makes understanding much smoother.
Definitely. Okay, next up, asking for help in stores. Another everyday thing.
Right. You're looking for apples. What do you say?
You could go with, excuse me, where can I find the apples?
Polite.
Or maybe more direct, do you have any apples?
Both fine. But what if they say, like, they're in aisle 5, and you're just like, where's aisle 5?
Yeah, then you just ask again. Could you show me, please?
Simple. It's okay to ask for more help. Better than wandering aimlessly.
Totally. And this brings us to James in Canada. Poor guy was too shy.
Ah, the milk story. Yeah, he needed milk but was too scared to ask.
Spend ages looking instead of just saying something. We've all been there, maybe.
Probably. That fear of making a mistake.
But when he finally did ask, even though he just said, where milk?
Not perfect grammar.
Nope. But the worker understood and kindly said, oh, you mean where is the milk?
Nice. So James learned 2 things.
Yep. 1, people are usually willing to help. And 2, even little corrections are super helpful for learning.
Huge takeaway there. Don't be shy. Ask the question. Those corrections are gold.
Exactly. Okay, let's talk hotels.
Right. Different situations might need different levels of formality.
Yeah. Need extra towels. You could say formally, excuse me, can I have more towels, please?
Or more casual, maybe if you bump into housekeeping in the hall.
Could be just, hey, do you have an extra towel?
Understanding that difference, that register, is pretty important.
It is. And then Mark's story in England, asking for shampoo.
He said, I need shampoo.
And got gently corrected to, I need some shampoo.
Ah, those little words like some or a, they make a difference.
They really do. They make your English sound much more natural. It's about noticing those small details.
So takeaways. Think about formal versus informal, and pay attention to those little grammatical bits. They matter.
Okay, quick one. Shopping for clothes. Need a different size.
Easy. Do you have this in a smaller size?
Or, is there a medium size available? Straightforward.
Cool. Now, another big one. Asking for directions. Essential skill.
Absolutely. You can use things like, excuse me, how do I get to the train station?
Or, can you tell me where the nearest bus stop is? Polite and clear.
And if the answer is confusing or too fast?
Back to our trusty phrases. Could you repeat that, please?
Or, I'm sorry, I didn't catch that. Always good to have ready.
Michael's story in London fits here, right?
Yeah, he asked Big Ben where.
Which, okay, isn't perfect English.
Because people understood. He got directions. Then he learned a better way. How do I get to Big Ben?
So the point is, even imperfect English often works. Just try.
Exactly. Don't let fear of mistakes stop you from asking. Okay, airports next. Can be stressful.
Definitely. Need to find your gate.
It's just simple. Excuse me, where's gate 25?
And if the announcement or the staff member speaks too quickly.
Just ask. Could you say that again, please? Perfectly okay.
Especially in noisy places like airports. Careful listening, ask for repeats. Good advice.
Right. Now, meeting people. Introductions.
Classic start. Hi, I'm your name. Nice to meet you.
Can't go wrong. And you might hear back, nice to meet you too. What do you do?
Or, where are you from? Common follow-ups.
Lisa's story in Australia is good here. She was nervous just saying nice to meet you too.
Froze up a bit. It shows, again, native speakers usually aren't expecting perfection.
Not at all. They appreciate the effort.
And if someone asks, where are you from?
Simple answers work. I'm from Mexico. Or I come from India.
And a nice way to continue the chat.
Ask them back, have you ever been to my country? Good conversation starter.
So simple intros are fine. Don't worry about being perfect, just connect.
Exactly. Okay, let's revisit public transport with a bit more detail.
Still using those basic questions. Excuse me, which bus goes to the city center?
Or, where is the nearest subway station?
And if the answer is too fast or unclear.
Could you say that again, please? Or even, can you speak more slowly? Don't be afraid to ask that.
Good point. Pedro's story in New York. He just asked, excuse me, Times Square.
Right. Not a full sentence.
But the officer understood and told him which train to take.
It really shows communication is about being understood, right? Not always perfect grammar. He got where he needed to go.
Focus on getting the message across. Okay, shopping again. A little more depth.
Looking for toothpaste.
Excuse me, where can I find the toothpaste?
And if they say aisle 3 and you're lost.
Could you show me, please? Still the best bet.
And Maria in Canada asking for a coat. She said this small.
And the assistant gently said, are you looking for a small size?
Another example of learning through those small corrections. They're helpful, not critical.
So, asking for sizes. Do you have this in a small size?
Yep, just practice asking for what you need. See corrections as learning tools.
Okay, ordering food. Deeper dive.
Waiter asks, what would you like to eat?
You can say, I'd like a pizza, please.
Or, can I have a burger?
Then they might ask, would you like a drink with that?
Respond, yes, I'd like a soda, please. Or just, no, thank you.
Ahmed in England. His coffee story is relevant here.
Yeah, he just said coffee.
And the cashier had to ask, what kind of coffee would you like?
Leading Ahmed to specify coffee with milk, please, shows you sometimes need to be a bit more specific.
Good tip. So starting with I'd like is a good habit.
Definitely. I'd like a burger, please. I'd like a slice of pizza, please.
And Carlos in Canada. He pointed and used single words.
Right. This for spaghetti, water for water. He communicated.
But the waiter's response taught him more.
Exactly. The waiter said, you'd like the spaghetti, please. And would you like still water or sparkling water? Modeling the full phrases.
So you learn by listening, even when your own English isn't perfect yet.
Absolutely. And when the meal's done, they might ask, would you like anything else?
You can say, no, thank you, that's all.
Or, yes, can I have some dessert?
And if you need something later.
Yeah. Excuse me, can I get some more water, please? Or the classic, can I have the check, please? Or the bill, please? Depending where you are.
Ordering food is just great practice, isn't it? So many little interactions.
It really is. Okay, directions again, even more detail.
Basic template. Excuse me, where is the nearest bank post office, etc.?
And Sarah in London, she started with, excuse me, Buckingham Palace.
A bit like Pedro.
Yeah, and she learned better ways. Excuse me, how can I get to Buckingham Palace? Or, which way is Buckingham Palace? more complete.
Leads to clearer answers, usually. What about inside a train station?
You might need the ticket counter. Excuse me, where is the ticket counter?
Or can you tell me where I can buy a ticket?
And always, always okay to ask for repetition if you don't understand the answer. Could you repeat that? Can you say that more slowly?
Be specific, ask for repeats. Got it. Okay, hotel check-in, more details.
Receptionists might say, welcome. Do you have a reservation?
You say, yes, I have a reservation under your name.
Or if not, no, I don't. Do you have any available rooms?
What about James in Japan and the wake-up call?
Yeah, he didn't know the term. It's a good reminder you won't always know every single specific word. That's normal. You learn them as you go.
And if they ask, would you like a room with a view?
Yes, please, I'd love one. Or, no thank you, any room is fine.
And asking for things during your stay.
Do you have free Wi-Fi? Can I get an extra pillow, please? Standard requests.
So, learn some hotel vocab. Don't stress if you miss something first time, keep learning.
Exactly. Now a slightly different one. A doctor's office visit.
Okay. Reception asks, how can I help you today?
You state the reason. I'm not feeling well. I need to see a doctor. Clear and direct.
Maria in the U.S. said, I feel sick.
And the receptionist asked about symptoms. Maria learned a new, useful word there.
Right. So learning some basic medical terms can be helpful.
Definitely. Then the doctor asks, what seems to be the problem?
Describe it simply. I have a headache. I'm feeling dizzy. I have a sore throat.
Or you can ask directly, what's wrong with me? Or do I need medicine?
And if you do get medicine and you're unsure about it,
Ask, how often should I take the medicine? How many pills should I take? Crucial questions.
absolutely. Don't guess with health stuff. Ask questions.
Learn basic health phrases. Ask questions. Key takeaway. Okay, back to public transport, quickly.
Location questions. Where is the nearest bus stop? How do I get to the train station?
Tom in London asking about the museum. He learned about bus numbers and specific stops just by asking a simple question.
And follow up with details. How much is the ticket? Do I need to get off at a specific stop?
Simple questions work well for public transport. Now the grocery store again.
Finding sections. Where's the fruit section? Can you show me where the vegetables are?
Emma in Canada, again, she asked for apples, then asked a follow-up. Are there any specials on fruit today? Good example of asking more.
Right. Don't just stop at finding it. Ask about specifics if you need to. Do you have any organic apples? Where can I find gluten-free bread?
Or prices. How much is this? Is there a discount on this item?
Use the grocery store for practice. Okay, post office.
Finding it. Where is the nearest post office?
David in the UK wanted to send a postcard.
So he asked, how do I send this postcard? And how old is the stamp? Basic, necessary questions.
Learn the phrases for mailing things, buying stamps. Another common task.
Okay, let's really dig into restaurants now, even more detail.
Server greets you. Hi, welcome. How can I help you today?
Good start for you. I'd like.
Daniel's New York story had loads of examples.
Yeah, asking for recommendations. What do you recommend?
Asking about wait times. How long will it take for the food to be ready? Useful if you're in a hurry.
Asking for extras. Excuse me, can I get some extra sauce, please?
Asking for the bill. Can I get the bill, please?
And checking payment. Do you accept credit cards? Really practical stuff.
What if you're unsure about a dish?
Ask, what's in this dish? Or if you have allergies, very important, I'm allergic to peanuts. Does this dish contain peanuts?
Crucial to communicate allergies clearly.
Absolutely. And when you're finished eating,
Can I have the bill, please? Or maybe, where do I pay?
practice asking for recommendations about ingredients for the bill. Restaurants are great practice grounds.
Okay, close shopping again, more detail.
Want to try it on? Excuse me, where is the fitting room?
Need a different size. Do you have this in a smaller size?
Sarah in London found a dress too big, asked for a smaller size, then asked about payment.
Do you accept cash and credit cards? Good, practical question.
What if something's too pricey?
You could ask, is there a discount on this? Or, do you have any sales today? Worth asking sometime.
And when you're ready to buy.
Where's the cashier? Or, can I pay with a credit card?
Learn phrases for fitting rooms, sizes, prices, paying. Makes shopping less stressful.
Good advice. Booking a hotel room? More detail.
Start with, I'd like to book a room, please.
They'll likely ask, how many nights will you be staying?
You answer, I'll stay for 3 nights.
Jake in Paris had some good questions when checking in.
Yeah, he confirmed his reservation. I have a reservation under the name Jake.
Then asked about extras.
Is breakfast included in the price? Is there free Wi-Fi in the hotel? And requested help. Can someone help me with my bags?
All very common things to ask.
You can also ask about facilities. Do you have a swimming pool or needs? Can I get extra towels?
Know how to book, ask about amenities, makes travel easier.
Okay, directions one more time, focusing on confirming.
Ask your question. How do I get to place? Or, can you show me the way to the nearest place?
Lily in Tokyo had a great strategy.
What did she do?
After getting directions to the temple, she repeated them back. So I walk straight and turn left at the traffic light.
Ah, smart, to make sure she understood correctly.
Exactly. It gives the person a chance to confirm or correct you. Highly recommend doing that.
Repeat directions back. Excellent tip. Okay, now the video just lists a ton of other everyday situations. A real quick rundown.
Yeah, like banking. Depositing a check. I would like to deposit this check, please. Asking for help with forms. Could you help me with this part?
Job interviews.
Yeah.
Introducing yourself. My name is. I'm happy to be here, answering questions. I am hardworking and eager to learn.
Pharmacy. Asking for recommendations. I have a headache. Can you recommend something? Asking about dosage. How many tablets should I take?
Online communication. Live chat. Hello, I'm interested in this product. Shipping. How long does shipping take?
Using an ATM. I need to withdraw money. Asking for help. Could you please help me understand this message?
Social events. Hi, I'm Name. Where are you from? Asking about others. What do you do?
Coffee shops. Ordering. Good morning, I'd like a latte, please. Small talk. It's a beautiful day today.
Scheduling appointments by phone. Reserving a table. Hello, I'd like to make a reservation for Saturday night. Confirming. Could you repeat the reservation details?
Libraries. Finding books. Excuse me, can you help me find a book about getting recommendations? Which book do you recommend for beginners?
Directions in a neighborhood. Asking a local. Excuse me, can you tell me how to get to... Repeating. Could you please repeat that?
Community-centered classes. Asking for clarification. Could you slow down, please? What does this word mean?
Emergencies. Checking on someone. Are you okay? Do you need help? Calling for help. Hello, I need help immediately. There has been an accident.
Work meetings. Contributing. I have a suggestion. Could I add something? Asking for more info. Could you explain that further?
Renting a car. Stating needs. I need to rent a car for 3 days. Asking about options. What is the price?
Community workshops. Asking for repeats. Could you please repeat that step? Asking for definitions. What does term mean?
Neighbors. Small talk. Hi, how are you today? Asking for local info. Do you know if there is a grocery store nearby?
Cultural events. Starting conversations. I really enjoyed that performance. Asking about others. Where are you from? Managing your schedule. Making appointments. Hello, I would like to schedule an appointment for tomorrow. Checking availability. Do you have any slots available in the afternoon?
Visiting a museum. Asking about exhibits. Could you explain what this exhibit is about?
Home repairs. Reporting problems. Hello, I live at. Like the light in my living room is not working.
Post office again. Shipping help. I would like to send this package. Can you help me with the shipping details? Comparing options. What is the difference between express and regular mail?
Learning in a class. Asking for repeats. Could you repeat the question, please? Asking for help phrasing something. I'm not sure how to say that. Can you help me?
Renting a bicycle. Hello, I would like to rent a bicycle for a day. Safety. Do you need a helmet as well? Could you tell me how to use the bike lock?
Expressing a problem politely. Restaurant mistake. Excuse me, I'm sorry, but there seems to be a mistake with my order. Asking for correction. Could you please fix this? Escalating. May I speak with the manager?
Polite requests. Bookstore. Could you please show me where the bestsellers are? Park. Excuse me, would you mind telling me which book you're reading?
Sports events. Enthusiasm. Great job. Rules. What does offside mean?
Community center hobbies. Signing up. Are there any painting classes available? Cost. How much is the class fee? Navigating a mall. Directions. Excuse me, where is the electronics store? Confirming. Is it next to the bookstore?
Public transport. Bus. Checking stop. Excuse me, is this the stop for Central Park? Asking where to get off. Could you please tell me where I should get off?
Volunteering. Offering help. Hello, my name is I'm here to help with the garden.
Technical support. Phone. Reporting issue. Hello, I'm having trouble with my internet following instructions. Could you please explain how to restart the router?
Family gatherings. Greetings. Happy birthday. Small talk. How have you been? Sharing progress. I've been learning English and it's really fun.
Lost items. Reporting. Excuse me, I think I lost my bag. Can you help me? Describing. It's a blue backpack.
Car service. Scheduling. I need to schedule a car service. Availability. Do you have any appointments this week?
Public lectures. Asking for simpler explanations. Could you please explain what climate change means in simple terms?
Planning your week. Using English for scheduling. On Monday, I have a meeting at 10 a.m.
Getting ready for work school. Bus routes again. Excuse me, does this bus go to? Confirming stops. Which stop should I get off at?
Workplace interactions. Meeting colleagues. Hi, I'm new here. What do you do?
Office break room. Casual chat. It's a beautiful day outside. Weekend plans. Do you have any plans for the weekend?
Supermarket again. Item locations. Price comparisons. Discounts.
Local market? Asking for produce? What's the difference between these two types of apples?
Phone calls with friends. Making plans. I was wondering if you were free tomorrow to meet for coffee. Confirming. So, Starbucks at 2 p.m.
Technical support. Computer. Describing problems. I cannot connect to the Wi-Fi. Following instructions. Okay, I clicked that. Now what?
Bank visits. Withdrawing money, asking about balances, fees.
Doctor's visits. Checking in, explaining symptoms, asking about tests. Community classes. Introducing yourself. Asking for clarification.
Government offices. Asking for help with forms. Could you please explain what the next step is?
Online profiles. Writing about skills clearly. Libraries. Asking librarians for recommendations. Movie theaters. Buying tickets. Asking about showtimes, subtitles. Messaging friends, family. Sharing learning updates. Renting a car again. Inquiring about types, prices, license confirmation.
Planning outings. Suggesting activities. How about we go hiking on Saturday?
Household services. Scheduling appointments, giving instructions.
Expressing gratitude. Thank you so much for your help. Apologies. I'm sorry, that was my mistake.
Writing professional emails, appropriate greetings, closings, clear purpose.
Online research for travel. Learning new vocabulary. Planning.
Learning a new skill, like photography. Asking for explanations. What does aperture mean exactly?
Ordering food delivery apps. Understanding the process. Special requests.
Handling schedule changes. Responding politely. Okay, thanks for letting me know. Maybe next week.
Oh, okay. That was a lot of situations.
It really was. But what stands out looking at all of them?
For me, it's how many situations really just rely on a few core skills.
Exactly. It seems daunting, all those scenarios, but it boils down to a few things. Learning common phrases for common tasks. Really listening to understand